Hello, my friends. Welcome, welcome. Give me a second here. I am just trying to get my YouTubers going. I know YouTube, you can all see me. I cannot see you. Let's see here. Oops. Welcome, welcome. How's everybody tonight? Let's see why I'm not getting this. Well, so let me see. I don't know why I'm not getting my, oh, here we go. There we go. There it is. Hello, my friends. Okay, now I got you up. I don't know why we're not, I can see you live on one. Let's see, watching now. Let's see. My phone's not letting me pull y'all up live, and I don't know why. But those of you on YouTube, I'll try and check in here in a minute. Not quite sure what's going on. Let's try it again. Sorry, guys. I've been trying to get into my own account here, and I'm not able to get in. So not quite sure why it's not letting us. Oh, here we go. Sorry about that. Okay, welcome, 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 YouTube. Hello, my Truth Tribe Zoomers. Good to see everyone tonight. So, let me get started here. Hello, hello. Zoom sees me. Good to see you guys. Okay, so let's get started. Sorry for a couple minute delay here. And let's chat about what is happening. So much. So I literally try to give you the best snippets I can. Go from there. So, welcome everyone to the Truth Tribe. I'm Daune Thompson. If it's your first time, thank you for being here. If you are a veteran, welcome. Remember that you are all perfect, exactly where you are in this now moment, right now. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you. I cannot stress this enough. There's nothing wrong with you. Remember that I love you. I send love to all of you every single day. Truth Tribe is here to illuminate your self-awareness of your health, your wealth, and your love. Because everybody knows I do not believe we need 20 years of therapy. You need clarity now. And you also do not need an astrology chart for Truth Tribe, but it sure helps for self-awareness when I do tap on the planets and the transits and what's going on in the sky. You can look at your chart and kind of go, oh, makes sense. So tonight's topic, quantum is causing a baking soda body. And you're all going to laugh like, what is she talking about? So first I want to say happy timeline quantum jumping today, because we literally have jumped into this next level, another timeline of quantum, of the quantum field. And it's like you can't see it, you can't feel it. So we get so tripped up, right? But the first thing I want to address tonight is the body pain that keeps coming up with people and relationships ending. I have seen this so many times, in my private clients personally, right? Within probably the last 5 days, I've met with 6 separate individuals in different parts of the country that are all aligning with their higher timelines, their higher frequencies, and they've been doing the work. They've been doing the work. So basically, they've jumped into choosing their best selves. And they're realizing that their relationships cannot come along. And so the relationships need to end. And it's not always something easy. No one wants to end a relationship, but they know it in their soul. Their higher self has this GPS that's guiding them right where they need to be to see what they need to see so they can go, yes, it's time. Okay. Does the heart love everyone? Yes, it really does, because it sees the goodness in everybody. And this is why many are having a hard time right now with letting go for more. It's because you're letting go of the person. You're not letting go of the person, whoever you're in a relationship with, I should say. You're letting go of the old version of yourself that lived in that energy with that person. And now it can't be that way anymore for you. And it doesn't have to be marriage or relationship, right? It could be a family member or a friend or a business partner or a restaurant. I mean, your relationship with people there, right? So as you do that, as you like start evolving and growing in your soul and your timeline, you're coming face to face with people and you're realizing how much work that you've done on yourself. It's like you're like, it's a non-negotiable. This was hard work to feel good and be in a higher place. This is choosing what choosing yourself, the feeling is. And that choosing your feeling is like so deep, it's like a fuck yes. I mean, that's how deep it is inside your soul. And you cannot wait for them anymore. And whoever them is, that's where you're at. But you're not letting go of them. You're letting go of a version of yourself that you've outgrown. And this is amazing news, but it's just the old thinking doesn't see it that way. It's that simple. So you may be outgrowing your relationship with other things like old money beliefs, maybe, or worn out friendships, or arguing, or just with emotions like abandonment, with victimization or trauma that was embedded not just in your childhood, right, where it showed up first on you visually, but in your entire generational timeline and all past lives. That's what you're clearing right now, my friends. You are in a body, mind, and spiritual upgrade right now. And so that's what you're all going through. So let's address your physical body, because that's the second thing that's been coming up a lot. All the pain that you are having, all the injuries, all the unwell illnesses, whatever it might be. I've brought this up many times. You are not in physical pain, right? Your body is trying to talk to you. So if you've been doing the work to upgrade your mind and your beliefs, and I want more, and I want to be healthy, and I want to be in love, and I want to have money, okay? Well, then all of a sudden, it's the body's actual alarm clocks that are revealing emotions that no longer want to be embedded into your cellular DNA. That's what's happening, okay? And because emotions are breaking open, I'm going to give you a visual of what it looks like. And you're going to be like, no, it looks a lot like the California fires, right? The old literally got burned away, and it was painful to see it, but it got blasted open and now there's nothing there. So anything left over in your nervous system is a memory that has to come up, an emotion that needs to come up. That's what's showing up. And your body, your organs, your back, your heart, your liver, your kidneys, your spleen, whatever is alarming you is ready to release and be at peace. It's like, I'm ready. Look right here. Let this emotion go. You guys, my spleen was so angry and lit up. I mean, and I literally had like this knife in my back, and I'm going to show you how to kind of release it in a little while, but spleen represents abandonment, right? So I had to see where I was abandoning myself. So it wasn't about the spleen, it was about me going, oh, it's time. It could be your head, your pelvis, your sex organs, your endocrine system, your hormones, your blood. It doesn't matter. Whatever is acting up, okay? We're going to reset it, like I said, with a new mantra, with the mantra we've shared before in a bit. But right now, I just want you to write down or in your head, think about what hurts on you right now. What is that thing? You're like, that hurts. I don't like it. I'm exhausted. I don't do whatever it is, okay? So let's start with this, what we're going through on this ascension timeline. Let's start with the mind, okay? Remember, everything is body, mind, spirit. 3D, anything you can touch, the body, the table, places, experience, money, things, okay? That's a body. The mind is the fourth dimension. That's your beliefs and thoughts, okay? And then spirit is the fifth and above, keeps going, and you're into your Taurus field, okay? So mind right now, what is it going through? You are all now tapped into the fourth dimension. And the fourth dimension, that's your mind, your beliefs, your thoughts. And so your mind is coming online, awake to energy. It looks like looking at people, places, and things, but your mind is questioning all things right now. Everybody is. Nobody is on the planet not questioning things, right? And so your mind is now questioning everything and asking, is this the truth or not, right? It's looking at the old 3D programmed beliefs and choosing to reset them and go, no, I need to wake up to this and go, do I want that or not? Do I want that or not? So it's forcing you to rethink everything in your life, the things, the thoughts, and the truths that you carry. So it's viewing things in a bigger picture instead of old paradigms that don't benefit you, right? So what you may have maybe believed to be true maybe isn't anymore. And that's causing confusion because you're like, well, if I don't believe that anymore, what do I believe? Which your soul already knows who you are and where to go to step into your authentic beliefs. Then let's tap into spirit. Okay, how is that tapping online? Your soul or your higher self or universal energy that connects you to all things, thoughts, and bodies. Okay, this is your DNA source consciousness, my friends. So when you go into source connection, higher power, God, universal connection, whatever you want to call it, whatever your God name is, divine consciousness, you get better GPS coordinates for your authentic GPS that are running through you from the universe. And so the bigger cool part is are the planets affecting all the cells in your body? Yes, they absolutely are. And it might be like simply a past life memory that you're like, it wasn't even this lifetime. Why am I worried about that? Why am I thinking about that? It might be a current family generational epigenetic DNA pattern you're experiencing in your soul, right? You came here to clear. But many, what I'm realizing is many can't see it, so it's confusing. And my point is you got to start feeling it. Okay. So any body, any mind challenges all represent boulders in your energetic grid. You've got a grid, right? This grid that's around you and it goes out into the universe and you're connected to that universe. So those grid lines running through you run everywhere. Okay. So the cool part is that I'm going to show you what the sky looks like right now in just a few minutes. We're going to get there, which is what's happening to you. What's happening up there is happening to you in your body. And the planets are all aligning to break open unwanted emotions, pushing them to the center of your sun, S-U-N, right? The sun of divine consciousness, the sun, you are the son of God, the S-U-N, the light of God, okay? So when it pushed it into the center of your sun, the U light, that's a river of light. So it wants to wash, it was pushing us here so it can wash away to your light, which is now open to more universal light flooding through you. All these portals have opened and we're like, what the hell is going on? And I'm trying to give you a visual of what's actually happening. So when more light starts coming in and you've been doing the work, you've been opening up and saying, all right, let's look, let's see where these different rooms in my house, in my lighthouse, need a little attention. So once you see it, they kind of move to the center, and then this universal higher God consciousness light, source consciousness, starts washing these blocks out. But you cannot wash out what you are unwilling to acknowledge and release. It's just why people are struggling. So resistance is a big thing right now. Resistance is causing lingering pain points. So your pain points in your body are showing you what emotions want to surface. Now, there are multiple ways, you guys, that you can access what body part is associated with what emotion. I have a Louise Hay A to Z book that shows you the body part that matches the emotion that you're feeling, and it's always on. I have another book or a manual from one of my healing healers, shall I say. But the easiest way is to just go to your trusty friend Google, right? And ask what emotion and energy is associated with, I don't know, kidney pain, liver pain, head pain, spinal pain, lower back pain, whatever physical pain you're having, just Google what emotion and energy are associated with it. And you'll go, oh my gosh, right? And then all I want you to do is simply acknowledge it. Everybody put your hand right here, okay? Acknowledge the emotion that's associated with that physical part of you, that's an alarm going off of emotions. Just go in, take your hand and scoop it out and throw it over your shoulder. But I want you to throw it kind of into the center so it's running through the river, that you're washing out through your alignment with all your energetic upgrades. Throwing it back there, it just taps into the river and it leaves you. Watch what starts happening, just your intention, okay? So as soon as you find the emotion that's associated with the body part that hurts, just scoop it out wherever it is, maybe scoop it. I wasn't going to share this with you guys, but I slipped in the bathtub and hit my head really hard. It wasn't good this weekend. I was trying to neutralize, which we're going to talk about in a minute. But long story short, I went in and scooped it and I thought, oh my God, this could be bad. And the next morning I was like, fine, right? I did have to go to my healer to get realignment, but it was like, wow, okay. So find the body part. It was head pain. I scooped it out. I threw it back. I made my intention and it was literally gone that fast. Eye problems, vision problems, toe problems, I don't know, whatever you got. Okay, and just throw it over your shoulder and let the upgrades clear you. Because what happens is the planets each align up, that are up in the sky right now. They all align with all your chakras, right? You're aware of 7, but you have way more, okay? So let's just talk about those 7, okay? They align with the chakras and they align with your personal blueprint on your personal birth chart. That's why I do all this self-awareness astrology. I can give you the predictions at the end like I normally do, but it's like, why predict the future when you can like look at yourself now and go, yes, no, high frequency, low frequency, I'm in. And so that's why I discuss the planets so much, because they affect your physical body and your mind. So where they land in your chart, by the way, we do that in the DMT method. By the way, our first one-day live virtual online event, so you can sit in your cozy couch healing all this bullshit, right? I'm like trying to push all these classes in for all of you at the beginning of the year, because we don't need to sit here anymore in these boulders. It's February 22nd, so go grab your seat. It's going to be amazing. I'll bring it up again later. But it's time to see yourself. It's time to see on paper how your body parts match your cells, match your DNA, match your choices, your 4th dimensional frequency of thoughts that you all can redesign. You all can redesign it at any time you want. And that's what the DMT is, what we do. We do basics, then I do, the elevate, and then we do that class. So what I want you guys to understand is you're going to keep seeing multiple timelines. And that's why everybody's getting confused, like, what is happening? I was fine, I'm not. Wait, I'm feeling great, but then my old pattern is to go do that. And then I do that, and then I'm like, wait, what? I don't want that. And we're doing this, okay? Fast though. Remember I told you everything's going to be fast in 2025. And you're going, each of you, to realize not only you, but each person, each place, each thing appearing in your life is giving you the option of choosing the higher frequency option. So when you're resisting change, you must use compassion with the other person, right? If someone's resisting change, or you got to use compassion with yourself. Repeat after me. Say this to them or say this to yourself. I believe in you. And then move back to a higher timeline, either away from them. I believe in you. They will get to you. Remember, all of you guys are a lighthouse. You're here to light up. They will move to a higher timeline when they're ready. So seeing your own map is so crucial. Seeing why you're here is so crucial. Okay, seeing your own map, guys, by the way, it's what we did last Saturday. Those of any newbies who attended self-awareness astrology 101 last Saturday, it was the basics on how to read your chart or how to understand your personality. If you missed it, The course is now available to learn how to read your chart basics. You can go get the course now. But I want to thank all of you who showed up. You guys were amazing. We had great questions. It was an amazing class. But you can go grab it on my website, ideserveitnow.com, or if you want the quick link, it's IDI Club. It's right at the bottom. Either one will work. They both go to the same place. So why did I call today the baking soda body? It's pretty simple. Y'all know baking, I'm talking about baking soda, what you cook with, right? Like the baking soda, okay? So it's pretty simple. It's what's happening to your physical body right now. And you have all been told for so long, you have no power. But you didn't realize a belief and emotions are energy too, not just the physical things you can see. Energy's energy, my friends. And when there's too much energy in one place, holding it in, and you're not releasing it, guess what? The alarm goes off in your body and it makes you feel acidic and super off. A shoulder pain, my shoulder, it's acidic, it's angry, it's holding energy. And if you ignore it and numb it with pharmaceutical pain numbers of some sort, right? Then the alarm, it explodes. And now we are all ending the body being your storage center. Why? Because this river is just coming in, trying to grab all the boulders and the emotions and the weak spots that no longer belong in you. There's going to still be stuff there that you're going to have to deal with because you are here on a journey. Yes. Right. But now we're ending that body being the storage center, stopping the unhealthy energy overloading. And you're ready to uproot and clear, to alchemize, which is alkaline or neutralizing all of this acidic energy, the angry, dark, you can feel it like angry energy in your body. It's almost like acid. It's burning, it hurts, which is then once you've neutralized it and alkalized it, what happens? You activate our authentic frequencies that are already within you. Remember, I said you're perfect. There's nothing wrong with you. You have perfect, healthy, powerful, strong DNA cells in your body. They're already there. So let's talk about this baking soda body. Your body, your mind, and your soul are all alkalizing together right now, bringing all the vinegary, I call it vinegar. I have to call it like vinegar words, vinegar, where it's kind of like distasteful sometimes. I love vinegar, so I have but that's a good word for you guys to understand. What happens is they're all bringing these vinegar emotions and energy up, just like we broke open. And you're neutralizing yourselves, intentionally or not. Some of you might not even know you're doing it, but that's what the body's trying to do. You're neutralizing your things. And remember, things are people, places, body, or things you can touch. And they're activating. So you're neutralizing to activate your higher timelines of your DNA so you can live the life you've been working your ass off to get to. It's pretty freaking cool, right? So let's talk about actual options that you can utilize on body, mind, and soul to alkalize yourself. So a lot of people like, but I want something to do, because that's the old way. Right now you could just say, I'm done, but that's hard for people to wrap their brain around when you're in pain, okay? So let me give you an actual body tip to alkalize or neutralize your body. Now, I literally drink a teaspoon of baking soda in 10 ounces of water to alkalize my physical body every few days when I'm feeling pain. I used to do it like every day, but sometimes I don't really need it because I feel really good. And when you get too alkaline, then you can throw other things off. So I'll do it every few days if I'm feeling pain or discomfort, especially in my digestion, okay? Just a few weeks ago, or just a few weeks if you do it every day could probably help a ton as well. You'll start feeling more calm. The body won't be so achy and irritated, inflamed. Or if you don't want to drink it, simply take baking soda baths with a cup or more of baking soda in each bath. I say I use 2, but I'm always the overdoer, like more is better, right? So I slipped in my baking soda bath. So here's my disclaimer. Be very careful when you get out because it makes the water very smooth, right? And the tub. So FYI, that's why I slipped. So baking soda, actual baking soda. Now I suggest people get Red Mill baking soda. That's what I use because there's not a lot of crap in it. But if you're like in a pinch and you got to go to the grocery store, the other stuff's not going to hurt you. Okay. The mind. How do you alkalize the mind? Okay. How is the mind alkalizing and how can you help it? So this truth tribe, right now, all of you are getting alkalized in your mind. That's what's really cool. The truth tribe of clarity is enough for you to understand, oh, you're upgrading your mind. What it thinks, what it believes is possible. That's my goal, is illuminating your awareness of like, huh, I didn't even know that was possible. Now you know. So you have a tool if your mind feels crazy and you're trying to adapt to this fast, intense change and you're like, I don't know what to do and I feel like I can't change my thoughts. There's one simple thing I suggest to everybody to do is go drink your love water, right? Drink it daily and then trust what you're drinking. You're charging your cells with charged, loving, kind energy, and water charges everything. Or you can drink your DMT love water, which is on steroids. We do DMT 10x at the DMT event, so we 10x your love water. If you don't have love water, it's on my website, ideserveitnow.com. Go to tools, it's right there. There's an example on how to make love water. A glass of water, and you put on, loving words to charge the water. It literally works. Now, I'm not going to go into all of it. We deep dive into why the water gets charged in the scientific methods and who's done this research in the DMT method. But the basic level is to clear your thoughts, drink your love water. I love you. Thank you for loving me. And then let your thoughts go. It's charging your cells to upgrade. Just let go and go, I don't have to worry about this. I don't have to worry about that right now. And it will help you reset to something that will redirect you. Just in that minute, if you're like, I already drank my water this morning, go have another sip. You don't have to drink the whole bottle, just take a sip. Okay, so love water helps the mind let go. Like, oh, that's right. I'm charging myself with everything I need to redirect my DNA to my higher timeline of what I want to believe and who I am. Now let's talk about the soul upgrading. We are all of it. We are not one, not two, all body, mind, and soul. So the planets right now, my friends, are pouring energy into your soul to activate your quantum self. And if you know anything about your astrology blueprint or energy, you don't have to, okay? If you're stubborn and you're like, that's where you can look at your soul and go, oh, yeah, I can see the dark rooms in my lighthouse. I'm avoiding, I'm good there, but I'm not there. But if you're stubborn and you're not seeing your own boulders and blocks, this is why you're gonna feel it, because the light's coming whether you like it or not. It's flowing through your river. It's flowing through the center of your DNA, through all your chakras. And it's trying to neutralize you. Neutralizing is your key. And this is tapping into your quantum guidance. So the soul says, oh, you said you want more money or you need to get rid of debt, or you want, to advance your career. Oh, you want to have less pain in this part of your body, but that's all you know. Oh, okay. And the soul says, well, we know a really easy, fast, simple, gentle fix. But the brain, remember I told you, you got to alkalize that too, is saying, oh no, I've been told forever that's unfixable. Bullshit. Okay. That's what the soul is trying to do. And if there's blocks in the way, that's where you get stuck. So I'm going to remind you of what we did last week. Everybody repeat after me from the soul. Your soul's asking you to clear this. Angels, clean, clear, and protect me from low vibrations. Now I want you to pick the body part that you thought of earlier and then repeat after me at the end when you say, creating what I really want. Repeat after me. I command my angels, spirit guides, and God to deliver clear, unwavering, unmistakable, signs to create the reality I want in, and pick your body part and scoop it out and say, in this to be removed from my body now, I am healed, whole, and complete. And throw it over your shoulder. And I mean, my friends, be specific with what you want them to reset and run the new DNA clearing to alkalize in your body, your mind, your spirit. Maybe it's a belief. I need you to clear this abandonment belief. End it. Remove it from me. Like maybe you're a builder. You need to say, I want a new, perfect, easy piece of land to fall into my lap today that I can create a successful financial investment that pays me so well, I am smiling and jumping for joy. Like that could be just a piece of dirt you're looking for. So maybe the pain is in your career and the builder wants that. Maybe the pain is in your body and you want that. Maybe I don't want to be exhausted, someone said. I'm so exhausted. Okay. Clear that and be specific. I want to be vibrant. I want you to remove this exhaustion and I want to start living. I need you to reset and make it so vivid that I have to be drawn to a supplement or an energy or a thought or experience that makes my energy and my body and my energy alive and vibrant to live. Have you ever noticed we're always saying, oh, I would die for that. Stop saying die. Stop saying sick. Stop saying sad. Oh, that makes me so tired. How about show me what alignment I need to have that I would live for? That's where we're going. Body, mind, spirit, direction. But you've got to ask for your messages to be in your face, clarity of your next step, and make it easy to achieve. That's the part I want you all to remember. Ask your guides to say, make it easy to achieve. Stop making it hard. Hard work is over in the quantum realm, my friends, which is why you're getting confused, because all three are getting alkalized. They're all getting neutralized. Okay, so everybody repeat after me. I teleport onto my happy highway now and clap 3 times. You're teleporting onto the happy highway timeline now. That's where we're going. Okay, so I'm leaving the last part here. This is a long, it's not too long, but I needed to give you what's happening in body, mind, spirit of alkalizing, and I'm going to tell you why. Okay, so remember I just ended with soul, and the planets are connected to your chart and your soul and your body, right? Okay. Here's the planetary update, and it's such chatter all over, and I want you guys to have clarity on this call, okay? So we are aligning. What's going on is a lot of you had said, oh, there's 6 planets and they're all in a line. You're right. We are lining up in the sky with a 6-planet parade, a party that's there, okay? And it's opening up a portal, which is more energy pouring down onto the earth, and you have been doing the work to open your portal so you can be lighter. It's that simple, okay? So what does this actual 6-planet planetary alignment mean? It's not as aligned, my friends, just so you know, as you see in the pictures. And so you all see this picture of an alignment of all these planets in a line on the pictures, okay? But really they're kind of in an arc like that. But the degrees they're at, they're all running in this arc, okay? It's kind of what they're, so if you're like, what really do they look like in the sky? They kind of look like an arc, okay? And so the question isn't if these planets will affect you. The answer is how. What messages are they carrying to you? That's the big piece. Now let's see what your cells are feeling from the energy connections of the galaxy. So this all kind of started beginning to align about 2 days ago on the 18th, right? And it's going to move into full alignment on the 21st, like tomorrow through the 25th. Like there's going to be a powerful alignment opening, but it's going to hold until like the 21st of February. So this alignment is like a month that you're feeling this. Okay, so these 6 planets are in alignment, but if any of you are like, what is it really doing for us? You can actually four of them, I should say, you're going to actually be able to visually see them in the sky. Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn are going to be visible, and you probably are right now, but they'll be closer in the next day to 3 days. Okay, so you'll be able to see them tighter. Now, they'll look like stars. You're not going to see an actual planet, just so you know. So when you look up, you're like, oh, look at those 4 planets or those 4 stars. Those are planets, okay? And they're likely Venus, Mars, and Jupiter. You're seeing the closest ones, okay? That's the physical that you want to see. But what's going to happen is Mars, Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, Venus, and Saturn are all in this lineup, and they move into this large arc and they form an alignment in a row. It's a profound activation in the whole collective ascension timeline and in your own timeline. So it's affecting you, and it's affecting you, and it's affecting you. It affects the entire collective on the earth plane, okay? So this planet portal, let's just call it a hole, this portal opening up is weaving together. And what's going on is it's looking a lot like a DNA spiral, just like your DNA, to ignite all these planetary personalities, as I call them, that are expressed in you as well, right? Creating unity and alignment. They're trying to bring everything out here, all these boulders, and push them out and bring everything back in, okay? Best visual I can give you, okay? Creating this unique energetic signature that says you are whole, you're complete, you're filled with light activation if you choose to release the blocks and replace it with the light river that we're pushing in. But you're not used to it, so it's going to be uncomfortable and it's going to feel like pain, okay? Venus and Mars especially are igniting, okay? So these are what the planets are doing for you. They're igniting your divine feminine, Venus, your divine masculine within, Mars. So it's going to get you into balance. You can't just be overly masculine and lacking femininity, because femininity is receiving. And you can't be over needy and taking and only receiving and do no work. It's bringing you into balance, pushing you to integrate both into your intuition with assertive action. Then you've got Jupiter and Uranus activating this quantum leap in consciousness or awareness, shall I say, of seeing the big picture. Okay, that's what Jupiter is, expansion and big, and Uranus is fast and big picture. Uranus shakes loose any outdated old belief systems. So you suddenly change your picture to a bigger viewpoint, right? And then Jupiter is going to magnify some opportunities that maybe you've been working on for some time, maybe to receive support, change for the good, particularly with abundance and soul growth. Okay, so that's how those two are affecting you. You're feeling it in so many places. That's why we're like, what the heck? Neptune. Neptune opens the galactic gateway, amplifying your psychic spidey senses, your intuition, right? And divine river, upgrading those downloads. Saturn is grounding now all those energies and anchoring these ascension codes, because these codes are all your higher power DNA. Remember, you're connected to the universe, so those codes up there that are good, happy highways, the things that you want, the timelines you want to live on, you're connected to them. They're just coming into alignment with you. So it's anchoring those ascension codes into the physical reality and then into your physical body, okay? This alignment, my friends, serves basically as a reset point for the collective consciousness, awakens your dormant soul codes, which are your healthy, healed, health, wealth, and love codes, particularly those connected to your mission or your journey on earth, which lays in your blueprint of your birth chart that you can see. It's going to activate all of that, which is super cool, right? So now you can see you cannot tolerate, or I'm sorry, you cannot tolerate not integrating, and I use the word tolerate, you cannot resist anymore. You can try, but you cannot integrate these light codes and live lighter if you're holding on to heavy old emotional toxic blocks and energy in your cells. So they're breaking open to be released and replaced by the light codes. And people talk about light code and light energy and all this, and it doesn't make sense because you don't realize it. How you experience everything is in this thing. And so this thing, when it gets more powerful, it has to release heavy things. And I find like the one thing I find people getting very emotional lately is because there's a Venus, the Venus Saturn conjunction. They're sitting on top of each other, okay? Venus and Saturn. And so people are super emotional as well lately. Why? Because Venus rules love and money. So the two things that make you emotional. And Saturn is foundation. So it's like, do I have a foundation in this? How do I make a foundation? And you're just questioning all of it. So it's pushing them up. It's making it all feel super intense, showing us dun, 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 where our insecurities are. So if you know your birth chart, if you've been to my 101 class or DMT, you're in the center and it's showing you what parties you're avoiding or what rooms you're not giving enough attention to light them up and go, I'm a badass in health, in wealth, and love. So you may feel more of these ascension symptoms appear. My friends, please do not fear. Use my tips. Pain shows up. Oh my God, I was fine. And then all of a sudden my stomach's hurting. Scoop it out, throw it out there, drink some love water, tell it to go away, ask your guides to clear it, watch what happens within 30 minutes to an hour. And you're like, huh, fascinating. You have the power. Focus on you where you are in resistance. Release this health, wealth, or love issue. Scoop it, mantra, move on. So there's your words. Anytime something comes up, Dawn's like, all right, scoop it out, speak my mantra, drink my love water, and move on. It's so much simpler than we've been letting it to believe it could be. Okay, so you can see how easy this is appearing for you when you get into solitude, because when you're in solitude, you're like, oh, those insecurities are popping up, right? So facing yourself and the boulders, right? You know in your soul that you've outgrown. That's what's coming up. You're in the midst of the most powerful timeline hop, because when you jump to a new timeline, you're in a new frequency of high frequency, higher living you. What feels like chaos in your old energy is dissolving, clearing space for stronger, more aligned, the more abundant version of you. So trust your intuition. It is guiding you perfectly. Okay? Everybody tap it into your nervous system right now. Everything we've just talked about, it's already tapped into you. We've dropped in the codes because we're discussing it. So you all sitting here, it's clearing you. Tap it in, repeat after me. I am courage. I am love. I am truth. Tap into the mind. I know courage. I know love. I know truth. Okay, I'm going to do a mini Q&A. Are you all feeling emotions breaking open disguised as pain? If anybody wants to give me the pain, I can tell you typically what the emotion's coming up with it. If you want to share in the chat, just throw in which body part or emotion that's coming up, and I'm happy to elaborate on where that is showing up for you to pull the emotion out, get rid of it. Now, again, that I'm just giving you a visual. You don't even need to scoop it. You can just literally see it and say, you're out of here, and continue with the steps. I'm just giving you some visuals of scooping, or imagining that you're taking a wand and you're erasing it. And so it breaks into little pieces and runs through the river. You have to imagine those pieces have to get to the center, and they're just getting taken away by the higher light codes. Okay, someone says here, my eyesight is blurry and exhausting. So eyesight is what we don't want to see, what we're tired of looking at. So if you're tired of looking at certain things in your life, you have to ask yourself, why am I continuing to look at them, look at something new? So I would take my magic wand. I don't know if you want to scoop your eyeballs away. So take your magic wand and erase any exhaustion and any blurriness. My vision is crystal clear, far and near. Throw it into the river. Drink a sip of your DMT love water or your regular old love water. And then go repeat the mantra. Angels, spirit guides, God, guardian angels, whoever's there, archangels, bring the big dogs. I am commanding you now to remove all blurriness, all things in my life that are making it difficult for me to see. And if they're meant to stay, Help me to see it with love and kindness and compassion, and make it so vivid that I know it's done. And give me crystal clarity, vision. Show me now how to make that happen. Align me with that. Done. Anybody else want to share? I can bring that one up for you as well. Someone else says, let's see. Yes. Can we end our energy of an unhealthy relationship if they're family? Absolutely. You are all, guys, I want you to understand, you're not leaving people, okay? You upgrading is giving them a lighthouse to follow in their darkness. You're just leaving the energy to show them how to get out of the darkness, stay lit. You bring them to land. They must choose how to get there on their own journey. You are the light. They know how to get to the light when they're ready. So being upset with, can I end the energy? Yes, you end the energy, but you don't have to end the family member. Please don't be ending your family members. You love them where they're at, but you are the one having to go, I'm not leaving them, I'm leaving the energy, i.e. relationships as well, okay? Let's see, how do I make love water? Yes, again, guys, the example of love water is on my website. Just go to ideserveitnow.com, tap on tools, scroll down far enough, you'll see it. Love water, tap it, it'll give you there's a picture and the words I put on there for a suggestion. You can put whatever you want on your love water. I love my beautiful legs, I love my beautiful hair, it's so thick and full. I love my beautiful money falling out of the sky, like whatever you want. Those are the basic love water, charging your water and keeping those words on the water at all times. That water gets charged with those words and love. You drinking it charges your cells with your DNA, and your DNA says, yeah, this beautiful, loving, light DNA doesn't match with these boulders. I always tell people, you're going to have ascension pains because the more you lighten up, the more that old energy wants to get out. It just it doesn't belong there anymore because you're leaving it. And so the pain is exploding like an alarm. And then you're just going to energetically, okay, get rid of it in that way. Does that make sense? Okay. Let's see. Okay, someone just says, if we're all feeling the 6 planets, are we all changing together? Yes, but it depends on how much inner emotional boulder work that you've done. Okay, so if you see it, you neutralize it, you release it because you know your journey, you know who you are, you know why God put you on this planet, why you divinely connected and chose that chart. It doesn't mean theirs will be as quick to jump into a heavier, happier timeline with you. Okay. It's not to leave everybody behind or to assess expansion. You have to understand you're here to co-create and accept everybody's level at where they are, even though we're all going. It's not like you're leaving people behind. It's just we're going at different speeds and journeys. It's just this call, Truth Tribe, is to remind all of you, go fast. Because I promise you, you will be happier. You will be happier with your families when you have a lot more money. And when you open up maybe to crypto and you're like, I learned this, or I'm doing crypto, I made a lot more money than I ever made. And you have money to take care of all those who you couldn't take care of before, it calms your soul. When you have a lot more health, abundance in your health, you feel more vibrant, so you're more active and you're living. When you have more love, you feel more at peace with yourself, just being authentic. But that's because you're doing the work to have more expanded. Remember, I just told you Jupiter is going to expand your stuff, my friends. So you better be clear about what you want expanded. I want you to expand, obliterating, eliminating, eradicating this. Oh, what do you got? A back pain in my back forever. Okay. And I want to be very clear. I want you to illuminate my spine with muscles and exercises and energy and vibrancy so I can live and climb and hike and see the world. We are not living. I cannot express this any more deeply. I had been just suffering and struggling and fighting for it. And I realized, you know what? We jumped. And now if you don't know how to tap into this quantum field, it's still using old tools that are bullshit, don't work anymore. Because last week I told you the blueprint's dead. It burned away. That's why everybody's confused. You're not. You guys are on the path. Okay. Anybody want to share any more body parts, or you're good? You're like, nope, you all feel great. That's awesome. Okay. Does that make sense? So your body, mind, spirit, that's why you're feeling it. It's trying to alkalize, and anything that is in acidic, angry, heavy, energetic overload is going to feel like pain. If you get sick, don't take it personal. Go, oh, my body's detoxing all of the old heavy energy. You could just have a cold. You could get sick. If you have a fever, guess what? Your body's burning off the energy. Do it. Now, I'm not saying if you're like so sick that you don't need to go to the doctor or get medical attention. That's not what I mean. But I'm trying to tell you, these basic ones, the little ones that pop up and you're like, wait a minute, I thought I healed that. And you clear it intentionally, it's gone just as fast, because that's your rawness energy. Sudden in, sudden out, sudden in, sudden out. And you have to be prepared for it that way. But if you don't have a plan, you're not going to know what to do. So tonight I gave you a plan. Find the emotion, get rid of it, throw it away or wipe it away with your magic wand. Speak your mantra and clear it, bring in new charged love energy into the cells. Okay? All right, my friends. So remember, Truth Tribe is our beautiful community group. It's always free. Make sure you share with a friend, invite them, share this with them, and talk to them about it. So you listening to this call raises your frequency. Okay? So if you missed the Self-Awareness 101 on Saturday, go to my website or the quick link, idiclub.com. Either one works. ideserveitnow.com or IDI Club. That's the club version where you can get into all your courses, log in, and get new courses there. You can download my newest astrology ebook if you just want the book on the course, or you can get the entire book and the digital course now. It's all uploaded and ready for help if you need help and assistance looking at your chart. If you're ready for the next level, get ready, because we're getting pretty close. The DMT Method live virtual webinar event is February 22nd. Saturday, one day, one whole day with me on your computer to 10x your chart, 10xing your blueprint, okay? 10xing your entire life and your cellular DNA. Your physical DNA is affected by your spiritual, energetic frequency DNA. And if we don't tap into any of this, you're going to be behind, or there's no reason to wait anymore. Okay? So if you want that, also on my website, ideserveitnow.com or IDI Club, you can find them both. If you're listening to this after the live session, my friends, in YouTube or Spotify, remember that the links that I just listed are in the notes below. And as always, you guys, find me if you have any questions. DM me in Instagram or Truth Tribe and or Facebook. I'm always checking, and my assistant's checking, and I'll find you back. Ask me questions, what's coming up. I will give you insight immediately. Don't wait. Don't wonder what's wrong with you. You're not dying. You're growing and you're ascending. Thank you all for joining me tonight, you guys. I love you. Brightest blessings, and I will see you next week. You guys have a great night. Take care.